Hi, my name is Antoine, and I'm doing the plus one challenge. Uh, I ended up doing this challenge because I saw a video from Brian from the Genius Lab, and he put up a challenge to anyone who wants to learn a new language or add on a new language within 90 days. Him and Benny actually from the Fluent in 3 months have taken on the challenge of learning Japanese. And so it's pretty much the reason why I actually took on learning Japanese. Japanese is one of the languages I've always wanted to learn. So here I am. And I figured Misery loves company, so why not join them and we all learn Japanese at around the same time. Um, my current level of knowledge of the Japanese language is zero. I've never, ever, 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 ever learned this language before. I've never even picked up a book to learn it, or a language learning course, or anything related to it. I'm a beginner in this language, and so I expect to take on this challenge from the end of this month, which is around September 30th to December 31st. And my goal is to learn, to basically learn Japanese. I want to actually be able to learn Japanese to speak to a native speaker, and have a regular conversation like I would with anyone in the U.S. I would love to visit Japan one day and actually be able to do the whole tourist thing in Japan and just be able to speak to a native. Uh, and I've always been interested in anything related to Japanese culture, from samurai to Studio Ghibli, and I'm really looking forward to going to Studio Ghibli one day, and just hanging out in Japan one day. The game plan is to actually learn a sentence structure from a native speaker through italki. I plan to speak to a native speaker for at least 30 minutes a day, and that's about 3.5 hours a week. So I also spend another 30 minutes a day learning the kanji, grammar, vocab, and basically self-study. So that's a total of an hour a day. I plan to do no more and do no less than an hour a day to push myself to actually stay disciplined. Um, the tools I'll be using are pretty much just like what Brian actually mentioned in this video. I plan to actually use Tim Ferriss's method of meta learning, breaking down and mastering any skill with his method. So the sites I'll be using are italki, Mesmerize, Live Mocha, and the books I got from the library after watching Brian's video and deciding to take on this challenge. So here are the books that I decided to actually take on. So that's a total of 7 books, a lot of reading that I have to figure out how I'm going to devour and crush all these books. Um, so, and then just learning from anyone else on YouTube or podcasts or anything else. So the rules I'm setting for myself is just basically do an hour a day, and most likely in the mornings. So like Peter Drucker says, what gets measured gets managed, and I'm gonna manage and measure everything possible relating to this new skill, and I'm gonna share it with everyone who subscribes or watches these videos or checks me out on Facebook, Twitter, Google, Tumblr. And I'm going to use a couple sites to actually keep myself accountable, which, like Brian, I'm going to use Lift.do. I'm also going to use Datum, Daytum. And I'm also going to have my wife Twin help me hold myself accountable by possibly being a referee on stickk.com, stickk.com. And it's actually a way to set goals, hold yourself accountable, and create stakes, publicly create stakes for yourself. So the rewards and punishments I'm actually going to do is, my stake is probably to put myself out here right now in public is one of them. And then the other one is to probably contribute to an anti-charity or a charity I don't like. I plan to follow up for about once a week after I get started with the challenge, and I'll update with videos, probably a Tumblr blog post, Facebook post, Twitter, G+, all the above. And I also plan to share a lot of the information below in the description, and everyone else who's involved in the challenge. So look down below, click on their pages, click like to their links, subscribe, comment to mine and their links and their pages. And if you have any questions, concerns, leave comments. And if you're taking on the challenge, I wish you the best. And if you have any tips that are effective and helpful, send me a message, let me know. And much respect to you if you are taking on a challenge. Have a good one. Live and learn.